Follow Raj Baddhan on Twitter and Facebook. Simply search for Raj Baddhan.
there you go, chale disco mein jaye or chalo kisi disco mein jaye. Bade Mia Chote Mia playing here on Drive Time. It is 4:20 and that completes today's 4 out 4 charted gunning back-to-back commercial free. Now on Drive Time, it was kind of shocking to me when I found out this morning that there's been an eviction overnight in the Bigg Boss. Would you believe it? There's been a surprise eviction, and the one that got evicted was one of my favourites. And I know there's a lot of favourites out there, a lot of people thinking this man was your favourite to win the show. But it didn't happen. I'm talking about my special guest this afternoon and the latest evictee from Bigg Boss 9. I'm talking about Keith Sequeira. He joins me live. Hi, Keith.
Hey, mate, I still can't believe it's happening. It's not real. I know I'm out, but it just seems like I've been dropped off by a UFO and I've come in from another planet. It's taken me a while to get used to this. I mean, real life is not real.
Hey, Keith, I don't believe it. So near, yet so far. How did it all happen? I know we're going to watch the episode tonight, but how did it all happen?
Well, I think the reason behind it was pretty simple. I got a bit of I went through an emotional phase where a lot of stuff came back to me around Christmas and New Year's with what happened with my brother and my situation. Had a bit of a bearing on me. I kept it all bottled up, and I'm very implosive. I'm not the kind of guy who's explosive, which is pretty much diagonally opposite of what is required in the show.
Yeah.
But that said, I mean, it kind of hit me in the 13th week. And unfortunately, that's the last point that you can afford that to happen to you.
Yeah.
The format of the show is such, if you slacken towards the end, you are gone. So basically, because I was so emotional at that point, for about a week I was just with myself and I wasn't seen very much. Unfortunately, didn't do too much as well.
Yeah.
So in the 15th week, I think that kind of affected my voting. And I came into my own, unfortunately, just 3 days before I was evicted. But when the episodes went on air, there's a day's time lag. I don't think people saw me coming back into my own until it was a bit late with the voting. So, unfortunately got the axe at the wrong time.
I know, it's just so close to the finale. I mean,
so close.
Come on, man. It shouldn't have happened. But how has your experience been? I mean, just generally, I know you had, of course, personal stuff going on as well, which happened during the course of Bigg Boss. But how would you sum the whole experience up?
It's a roller coaster ride like none you could ever go through in life. It's just it's like being in a pressure cooker. You know, you're just thrown into the deep end. You've got to learn how to swim. Be yourself. Be real. I know people come in with strategy. There's a lot of people who are there who say very openly that this is not the real me, and this is on the outside I'm different. Then what's the point? I mean, you're going there to show who you are, and that's who you've got to be. And we all make mistakes, you know what I mean, Raj? You, me, everybody does that.
Of course.
And that's what people want to see.
Yeah.
People want to see you crying with them. People want to see you laughing, making a joke, cracking up, doing things that are stupid. And then, being, apologizing sometimes, being unapologetically yourself, you know, and that's what the show should be.
Yeah. But
I honestly didn't think I'd survive this long.
I know.
But, people loved me and kept me there for 15 weeks, and hats off, love them for it.
Yeah, I mean, a brilliant experience. I mean, I think it's just good to be there. I mean, you were there, and even when you went in between the show and then came back, I think there was a lot of people that were relieved to see you back, because you brought back, there's some aura about you that kind of came back with you, that kind of positiveness that came back, because you stayed away from all the kind of controversies, and wo jo hota hai during the kind of roll-up wala, just to kind of get some controversy.
I would say my piece when it is required. I'm not the kind of person who's looking for screen time. I'm not going to get into shit just because I'm more visible. I like to keep it real, and I am the kind of person who's not explosive. I'm more implosive. I can't change that just because I'm in the show. But luckily, like I said, you guys really सराखों पर आपने जिन्होंने भी मेरे लिए वोट किया, मुझे रखा घर में, from my तहे दिल से उनका शुक्रिया अदा करना चाहता हूँ.
Keith, so out of everyone in the house, let's just talk about Prince, Mandana, and Rishabh. How is your relationship with them? I mean, obviously we saw, but now that you're outside the house, tell us, how is it, and would you be keeping in touch with them after?
I would like to. Definitely Prince and Rishabh, because it was the bro code with them.
Yeah.
I know it was a bit up and down, but Prince was always pretty consistent. He kind of looked up to me, right from styling his clothes to, where he was not saying the right thing. He would always, and when I went back in, I said, listen, Prince, you're a great guy. Why do you want to be this obnoxious person that you're not, you know. I know it's a show. I know you need to show your sides, but it's not you. This is not you. And he sort of understood what I meant, and then he piped it down, and he was very courteous to women. He kind of got out that better side of him, and I think that really worked in his favor. So I always believe it's better to tell people where they're going off a little bit, and then leave it up to them. I mean, even if that means acting your own foot, why not? If you're bringing out the better side of a person, I think it's a good thing in life, you know. So I was never playing the game. For me, it was, if people love me, they keep me there. They vote me, keep me on forever, and make me win. If not, then let's see what I can do in that show and see if I can change people in a better way.
By the way, Rima's asking a good question here to do with the eviction, the surprise eviction. If it wasn't for you, who else would you like to have seen evicted if, say, you didn't go last night?
Woo! Tough one. From the point of view of what I believe in and what I hold dear to my heart, showing the real person, I think Mandana, because she said it time and time again that this is just the game and I'm playing the game, this is not the real me. But mate, when you're in the game, it's a reality show. Let's not forget that. And you've got to be real. People like you for who you are, great. If they don't, then... But I mean, hats off to her if she wins it and she carries on. People have loved her for whatever she does and keeps them entertained. Hats off, great. But my personal opinion at the moment would be Vandana, because I just feel that she's very open about it, and she says that that's not her. She's different outside of the show. So, yeah, from a show point of view, audience point of view, I want to see the real side of you. Show me what you've got, you know what I mean?
Okay, Ajay, Nisha, Kenat Sachdev, Sweta and Puneet, they all know, if it was up to you, who would you have made the winner in Bigg Boss? So, away from Rochelle, who else would you have chosen as the winner of Bigg Boss?
I think out of the three that are left, for me, I think Prince, and I know he did a bit of a boo-boo with Kishwar, but we all make mistakes, man. All of us, none of us are perfect. We all want to win at some point. And he had valid reason. I spoke to him later. He said, listen, I know my dad's not well, and I would love to show him, a good winning. For me, that is important for him to come and see the finale. I know there's a flip side. I would have probably done differently, but hey, I'm not there to judge a person. He had valid reason for it. It was close to his heart, and he did it. So yeah, Prince. I think Rishabh also, but for me, Prince has been closer to me. He's been someone I've been very fond of.
Yeah.
So, and I know he's strong in the voting also, so I think he's got a great chance.
Yeah, let's see. There's another question a lot of people are asking is about, if, say, Rochelle did win the season, how would, you said something about getting married, and plans of getting married, with Rochelle. Tell us, is that still going to happen?
Mate. We both know the direction we're headed in. It's been nascent for us. We started dating only 3 months before we went into the Bigg Boss house. Big decision, might I add, but something we said, if you believe in it, you believe in yourself and who you are and your relationship, let's see how this rolls. And we went inside saying, let's see if we can come out stronger, and I think we did. So it kind of, it was a litmus test that Agni Pariksha, so to speak, so it worked well for us. Man, I'd be more than happy if she won, and be honest, if there was a choice ever, I know as much as I want to win it for myself and my fans, I would back off for her, and I'm being completely honest. I would, allow her to go ahead of me, because I think she's a strong woman, and God knows this country needs women who are strong and opinionated and have that kind of, that value to the girls in this country.
I agree completely. Another question from Safu asking, what was your most memorable moment in Bigg Boss 9?
So many of them, mate. I think the biggest one was when Taman came into the house. Man, that guy's got just the most amazing aura about him. So it was his birthday, and I think we all had to make this card. And write our own piece inside it, and share it with him when he came in. And the guy's got an amazing sense of humor. So I went off on a tangent saying, from my heart, and I really think you're an exceptional person, and whatever. And I said, just keep doing you. So the guy goes, listen, if that happens to me ever, that's the day I don't want to be alive.
Oh.
So he's got an amazing... That guy's like hilarious. I love him. He's just so good and so cool.
Do you know what? We're going to miss you in the Bigg Boss house. Luckily, there's only 3-4 episodes left and that's it. Then it's all over. But we're going to see your eviction tonight. A lot of people are asking what's going to happen next for you. I know you've just been evicted from the house, but what's next for Keith? What are we going to see you next in?
Yeah, well, my acting career is kind of taking off because just before going in, my film that released, Calendar Girls, I know the film was, did okay for some, was not very good otherwise for some. But what I did in that was appreciated. I got a good write-up in the Times of India, one of the leading papers here in the country, and I did get a call for a great casting with a big project. One of the leading roles, but then because I already signed on the dotted line, I said, I'm going to honor that, and I think I made the right choice because hopefully now, more acting, mate, and that's something I live, eat, and breathe. Awesome. It's something that I really thoroughly enjoy. I come back from work still thinking, I could have done this differently. I don't want to leave it. I want to bring it back home with me. Oh. So, that's something I love.
That's good. Lena Matthews, Kenad Sajdev, there's so many people. Maria Kaifan, Velsi, Vinci, Corona, all of them, they're sending you so much love. Even Nulafar, Azmi, Bhutto Sana, there's so many names here that I can't even mention all of them. There's so many. They're all sending you lots of love.
And a big kiss to all the ladies there, and I can say that because Rochelle's in the house right now. So from me here in India.
So
love you guys, man. Thank you for all the love, all the support. All you guys doing such an amazing job. By the way, I used to be a bit of a radio jockey back in the day. So I know you guys. Yeah.
I love it. I love your presentation. Come down to Leicester, where we're based. We could do a show together.
So if I do a trip now, it'd be amazing, mate. It'll be good fun. We do a bit of Jugalbandi.
That would be brilliant.
Old Indian school style, but maybe if I come in, I've got your number now, so I'm going to keep that saved, and when I'm down in the UK, I'll give you a shout.
Awesome. Thank you so much, and get some sleep now. I know it's about 10 o'clock at night there, so get some sleep now, I know, because you've been in interviews non-stop today, haven't you?
Yeah, and I'm going to go back to Lonavala tomorrow because we've got to do our rehearsals for the finale, with Salman. So, So, big shout out to everybody in the UK. Thanks for all the love, all the support. Love you guys much, and hope to see you guys soon.
Thank you so much, Sequeira, from Bigg Boss 9, and that eviction will be shown tonight at 9 o'clock on Colours TV, 9:30 Colours TV in the UK and 10:30 in India. Thank you, Keith. Take care.
Thanks, mate, Raj. Have a nice one.
You too. Bye-bye. There you go, the latest evictee from Bigg Boss 9, Keith Sequeira, joining me here on Drivetime. If you want to listen back to that, you can do so after 6 o'clock at subrusradio.com, and I'm back after these messages.
Your station with more music.